Hey guys, welcome back to DIY Garage. Today we installing a touchscreen radio inside this 2006 Honda Accord. That's the box of the contents. Let's get that open. I'll show you what everything we got. Okay, this is an Android touchscreen radio. There's the device itself, the wire hookups. This is the GPS for the navigation. A couple instruction manuals. If you flip it around, you see all the hookups. They're pretty much self-explanatory. And you can hook a camera to this if your vehicle has a camera, if you're going to install one later. But that's everything. So let's start removing stuff inside the dash and get this thing installed. First, you want to unplug the negative battery cable using a 10mm socket. Okay, first you want to pry up, this vent cover. Make sure you use a plastic pry bar. As you pry on it, it'll tend to want to pop back down on you. See, it wants to pop back down on you. So I'm gonna use a screwdriver. Keep it up. And be careful because there's a wire up under it, so you got to disconnect that wire. Okay, next we got to pry up the ashtray, but you got to move the yoke back before you can. So how you do that is you take the key, you stick it in this little cubby right here. You got to do it at the same time. You got to have it pressed down and press the thing and just pull it back. Make sure your wheels is chocked because your car will want to roll. Okay, let's pry up the ashtray. Okay, that's out. All right, now let's move the shifter cover. Gotta pry this up. Be careful, there's a couple wires up under it. Okay, now remove the 2 screws behind the ashtray. Now remove the 3 screws above the radio. When you remove the 2 screws down here, make sure you pull this out. Then you'll need to access 2 screws under the radio. Looks like they've already been removed. Once you get the screws all out, you should be able to just pop the radio out. Make sure you disconnect all the wires in the back. Okay, now what you want to do is connect all your wires to the back of the radio. Make life so much easier prior to putting it in. This is the old and new radio, just to show you a comparison. Okay, these two prongs here, this one and this one, they go right here and right here. They're too narrow on here, but they do have adjustment holes where you can move these right there. So test fit it and make sure it fits. If not, just adjust those prongs. Okay, these two prongs here, this one and this one, they go right here and right here. They're too narrow on here, but they do have adjustment holes where you can move these right there. So test fit it and make sure it fits. If not, just adjust those prongs. Okay, so after your test fit, go ahead and put your GPS, attach it to the bottom of the vent cover up top. Put your wires up in here. Go ahead and connect all your color coordinating wires, which is only 2. Green to green, blue to blue. Run your USB wires. Where are they at? Run these wires into the glove compartment. Just find a little space to run them through. There's one. There's 2. Connect the power antenna cable. You're gonna have to get it kind of close, depending on how tight the wires are. These wires are kind of all tight together. Okay. Pry that all into place. That's not too easy. Put your 3 screws back in up top over the stereo. And before we get this completely screwed down, we're gonna turn the car on and see if everything comes on. Okay, let's see if we have power to the unit before we get everything put back together. There she goes. Well, we did something right. Okay, so now you want to get your cubby put back in there. You kind of gotta, and I'm holding the camera, so it's a little difficult. Get that back in. Then put your screws back in there. Put your ashtray back in. Make sure you reconnect the lighter. Put your shifter cover back on, and don't forget to reconnect those plugs. Reconnect your panel. Your hazard light. Make sure you got that out of the way. Slide that back in. Pop it back in place. There she goes, guys.